So this is the Emax TinyHawk II Freestyle drone. Is this a beginner's drone? Let's check it out. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Drone Mania. Disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video, nor did I receive this product to do a review on. So here it is, my friends, the TinyHawk II Freestyle drone. This looks badass. Let's open it up and check out the content inside. I purchased this from AliExpress for about $146. So it didn't come cheap at all. This is the bind and fly version, meaning that you must have your own drone. You must have your own controller, and as well, you must have your own goggles to be able to enjoy the full FPV experience. So this is how it comes. Remember, this is what I got for $146 from AliExpress. We'll start with the stuff inside. Basically, just what is this? Just a propeller warning, how to do. This is a way to contact them for whatever questions or whatever situations, I guess. And stickers. No manual, no nothing, as this is more like of a professional type flying FPV drone. I'm guessing they don't add manuals because I guess you should be able to know how to do this shit. And it comes with 8 propellers, which is really cool. I think it's good to have 8 propellers, more than 4 naturally, because I'm sure this bad boy is powerful and it'll crash. So here, oh wait, okay, so it comes with 2 batteries, 1, 2, as you can see, 450 milliamp battery, 3.8 volt, not your usual seeing on my channel of 3.7 volts. This is 3.8 volts, and this is its charger. You see, it gives you 6 outputs, so you'll be able to connect 6 batteries at once and charge them. And that's pretty much it for the content. Now for the drone itself, let's take out this bad boy. I'm doing with one hand, so mind the time. Here is the drone. Looks really, really badass if you ask me. I think it's really, really cool. I'll start right off by saying that the motors are 1103, 7000 kV. The camera is a Runcam Nano 2. It can record the type of quality of it, it doesn't really say. I don't really know what kind of quality it records. I know that in milliwatts. I'm not a professional with FPV. I'm just starting to get into it really slowly, and I'm just buying mostly the bind and fly versions and not builds, as they are really, really difficult to do. I wish I knew how to build drones, but I don't, and they're really difficult, and I don't even have time to learn that shit. Although you can make time for everything, no excuses, but I'm just not that good at it, to be honest. But anyways, yeah, so this is 100 and 200. It offers of milliwatts. That's the connectivity between the camera, or the lens, and the antennas of the goggles, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken, Leave it in the comments down below to correct me. It's always good to learn. It also has 35 channels as well. This is one thing that I noticed that I cannot understand, that really pisses me off. This is a 2S drone. As you can see right there perfectly, it has two batteries that must be inserted, meaning the two batteries that I took out that came with it have to connect into here. Now, I'm not a professional about these FPV drones, but I'm a person that goes with logic. And in my opinion, I think that is the stupidest thing a company with this type of experience Emax has. Why in God's name would they create a drone that takes two 1S batteries and make it in this type of style? It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why not just make it a 2S battery with one insert and put a 2S battery? Why make it two? Let's say, for example, you were able to... Sorry, I changed places, my friends, because it's so hot today in my area, 35 plus degrees, that the phone, which is my camera, overheated and it wouldn't let me continue filming till the phone cooled down. So that's why I'm in the shade right now. So anyways, what I was saying real quick is that I think it's a really stupid idea that they made 2S with like two separate batteries of a 1S. I don't see the logic and the reason. Maybe I'm mistaken of what I'm thinking, but from what I know is that these two must be inserted with the two batteries, meaning you can only fly this drone with a 2S. If you would put one battery and try to fly it, it would not start. I tried it, believe me. So if anybody knows the reason or a good explanation why they made it like this, then leave it in the comments down below, because I really want to know. So that's pretty much it for this. It has a good, strong, solid frame. Looks really beautiful. I like that black and white with those dots, as you can see right there. Looks really badass. It's a really, seriously, it's a really beautiful looking drone. So we're going to take it out to fly, and we're going to see how well it flies, and we're going to see if this is good for a beginner starter. Now, I'm not a beginner, yet not so advanced as well. I still need practice, but I think this is a perfect way to see if it's good for a beginner in general, because it is a 2S, and with the 1S that I made a video of the TinyHawk 3, yeah, it was a lot easier because that was just a 1S. I'll leave a card up here so you can check it out and tell me what you think of the video. So anyways, let's get this bad boy ready for flight, and then after a little flight we'll go into camera, because sure, this is not going to give us such a long time of flight time. Okay, my friends, here we are ready. We have the goggles, which we'll be using very soon. We have the self-purchased controller and the bind and fly drone. Now, if you're tuning in, or you're just tuning in and you don't know what bind and fly means, it basically means that you must purchase your own controller and your own goggles. If you buy an RTF version, means ready to fly, it means that it will come with the original IMAX. So it'll come with the original Emax controller and the original Emax goggles. But I heard some kind of negative things from them, so I don't really know how to judge unless I actually tried it myself to really know. So that's just what I heard. So I purchased my own stuff, and yeah, so we're ready to fly. We'll use the goggles in a few. First, I want to see how the flight is with this, if it's easy, hard, etc. So let's power it on. First, we power on the controller. All right. Okay, now we power on the little guy. That cute little sound. Make sure the propellers are not touching or bothering anything, because you don't want that to screw up or hit anything during flight. That seems pretty close, man. I have to put like a little tie knot there. Hopefully I won't ruin it too much. Maybe I can even kind of do like that. Yeah, I think I'll fly it like that. You see that? They put it too close so propellers can touch, but that looks good. Okay, everything looks great. Let's hope I bounded it correctly and it will work. Everything's good. Scared me for a second. Yeah, so I don't know what rate this is. I think it's in just regular and not in acro. So let's take it up. Whoa, that's fast. Yeah, this is not in acro mode. This is regular mode. So I will never fly in regular mode. I would always suggest to fly in the acro mode. So it's better practice. Because if you're switching between modes of flight, you'll get more rustier in the acro, and acro is a must for all the enjoyments. So now it should be an acro. All right, there it is. There, now it's acro. Wow. Okay, so far first impressions on it, it's not actually such a difficult drone to fly. Like I said, I do have some experience with the acro. Not anything professional, but no, it's not that crazy. Let's try a punch with it. Wow, 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 that is fast. Gonna drop it. Wow, that is scary. That was fast, and I didn't even do like full punch up because that thing just flew. So it has some power. Let's try that again from lower. I wanna come closer so everyone can really see it. Okay, this is as close as I want to come to it. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that is pretty fast, and I didn't put full throttle on it, or like yeah, full throttle. So that is pretty fast. Now the problem with acro mode is when you fly it, it always will stay in the direction that you put it. So if I press full forward, it will always fly forward. If I do left, right, back, etc., it will always follow that same direction, and it will not change till you align it back, that it will be back in the middle like so. You see that? Right in there has to be. That's when you know it's like basically in, I guess if you want to call it, neutral mode, like in a car, that everything is okay. I guess something like that. So yeah, it's pretty hot today. I want to say, if I didn't mention, 35 degrees plus, so it's crazy. Yeah, wow, this is a really cool drone. I want to try a flip. I really hope I don't break it on the first try, because the bad thing with these drones, if you have no experience on fixing them, when you break them, it's going to be a bummer, because naturally you won't know how to fix them. Now I do know how to solder very well. I'm very confident in my soldering, but two dogs here. But I'm not comfortable in beta flight, which part goes to what. I don't have experience, so let's hope we're not going to crash it. Let's try a flip. Wow, and like I knew it, I crashed the shit out of it. Let's see if anything broke. Let's see. Okay, the batteries held perfect, nothing came out of that. 2 propellers came off. I got one in my hand, and here is the other, so I got them. Yeah, it's a lot harder to do a flip on this drone, surprisingly, than it is on the TinyHawk 3. Uh-oh, shit, they put it in the wrong spot. Okay, my friends, everything is intact, nothing broke. It was a hard crash. 2 propellers punched right off it, or flew right off it. Let's see if everything is good though. Just have to adjust this. All right, let's hope everything is good. Let's hope. Yeah, everything is great. Perfect. So yeah, it is a pretty good drone. It can't handle crash. Will I try that again? Yeah, but I'll try it higher this time. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, I successfully did a flip. Wow, but it's really high. I'm really scared. I'm nervous. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Yeah, what I can suggest to people who are watching and who are like same level as me or even worse, you must sim the shit out of yourself. What does that mean? Be on the simulator of drones as much as possible to get that confidence. I'm not going to do that again, as that scared the crap out of me, and I just don't want to break it right now. So we're finished with the flight. Let's go into the FPV style and enjoy it, and let's see how good it looks. And I crashed it. So my friends, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and everything. A little talk about the drone and my opinions and thoughts, what I think about it. So first off, I want to say it is badass. It's a real mini little beast. It flies freaking fast. Naturally, it's a 2S battery. That's why it flies so fast. It is crazy. What I can say about the cameras, I don't think it's the best quality of, actually not camera, like the connectivity. I was going in certain places that I was going previously with the TinyHawk 3, and for with the FreeStyle it was kind of breaking up the signal, but with the TinyHawk 3 it wasn't. So I don't know if that's an issue or if that's how it's supposed to be with the drone. I have no idea, but it is X for me, one red flag for me. Another thing I can mention is that this is something really important to understand, because it doesn't have full protection around it and it uses such aggressive type propellers as these. I will not, and I cannot say that this is a drone for beginners. It's definitely not for beginners, meaning that if you just somehow go online, get the RTF version, which would be the easiest, bind it, connect it, and start flying, and this is the first time you've flown a drone, not specifically a drone in general, but a FPV racing drone, then I would highly recommend you not to do that. And I would highly recommend go for the TinyHawk 2 or the TinyHawk 3 that is not a freestyle and has all around protection in that loop style design. This is more of aggressive drone. It's more faster. It's a little bit harder, in my opinion, to maneuver things. I don't know, actually maneuver, like to get used to moving the joystick in the nick of times and stuff like that. It's too really fast paced, and I don't think it's really good for beginners. So keep that in mind when you're dealing. If you decide to buy this drone, keep that in mind. So maybe it'll help you not to buy it and you'll go for something easier. That's 1S. I personally would highly recommend a beginner with no experience, or even experience with other type drones, but not with FPV. Again, I'm saying that is go with a 1S battery, not a 2S and up, because it will be crazy hard. But I must say that if, for example, you've had many hours in the simulators, then I would suggest, yeah, it's okay to get it. But still, I would not do that, as I first went through the TinyHawk 3 and then went to this, so I have experience. And if you notice through the whole video, I didn't do one flip because it was harder and it's more riskier and more dangerous, because a crash on this will break something. As with the TinyHawk 3, because it has that full body protection, generally nothing will happen to that drone. So that's pretty much it for this video, my friends. Till next time, remember, be safe, take care, have fun, and peace out, people. Bam!